Hi Capricorn, welcome to your bonus read for the week. I'm going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and what they're hiding from you. I'm going to pull 3 cards, 2-star, clarify each card to give us some more insight. And at the end of your reading, I'm going to pull 3 messages plus 1 bonus message from this person of what they're holding back from telling you. Now, these might be things that you want to hear, things you might not want to hear, and answers to questions you possibly have. We will get that at the end. This is general. It may not resonate for everyone. If it does, go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel so you never miss an upcoming read. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. The person on Capricorn's mind, show me what they're hiding from Capricorn. Okay. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords, Judgment card, and the Tower. Bottom of the deck is going to be the 5 of Pentacles. This is really coming off that this person, you two, may not be speaking to each other, and there's something about this person needing to be right. But they're hiding in the fact that with this 5 of Swords, maybe they're too proud to ask for a second chance or see things. Too proud to even face judgment in a particular situation, but they are having this Tower moment, almost where it's forced reflection. So where they might be denying looking at a situation between the two of you or wanting a second chance, like asking for it, or saying they're sorry, or saying like, you know, their part in a situation. Something about judgment being here, like they are, what's the best way to put this? It's almost like they're pushing against it, like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to apologize. It's not my fault, blah, 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 or whatever. But there's always two people to an argument. I mean, if we have arguments with ourselves, okay, whatever. It's usually where we're like, God, why did you do that? It's so stupid. I think we like to cut ourselves down in ways whenever we're like, oh, you could have done better at this or whatever. But never an argument. If you're arguing with yourself, I don't know. But anyways, this is more so this person, you know, they could also be hiding, for those of you that, if this is something new with someone, they are someone who has to be right, and so they won't apologize for things whenever they feel they're wrong. It creates a lot of problems in relationships and drama and stuff like that. And I do see, you know, being around people who are negative. They might be around, like when they're around certain people, they're different with them, so that comes out as well. It's just important for you to know, because this person can make you feel alone or indifferent about them when they're around particular people. So pay attention to that, especially if this is something new to you. You will see this person's true colors. It will show when they're with particular people. And so that tells me that this person can be easily influenced by people. Maybe they're, you know, I don't want to say empathetic, but they feel well, they can be. I mean, they could be empaths, feeling the emotions of others, and they don't know how to divide their emotions from other people's. It's almost like they magnetize to it. It becomes like a domino effect for them, where they start mimicking other people's behavior, and that's not good. So there's that. There's also the fact that this person won't apologize for certain things. So I get a couple of different stories coming out here for you, Capricorn. This person is hiding. It's almost like they're hiding the fact that they want a second chance, or they want to talk about things but refusing to do so. The Tower comes out as a complete shock to their situation, almost feeling like things are falling apart, or because they refuse to recognize a situation for the whole instead of just part. It's creating that Tower effect where it's disrupting their day. And 5 of Pentacles, you know, feeling that loss as well, missing you, wanting you back. Also, if this is someone new, like I said, pay attention to those things of where they could make you feel isolated. So we're going to go ahead and clarify, starting with the 5 of Swords. But for now, I'm just going to let you know that the energies I have that come out are Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio and Aries that comes out so far. So let's go ahead and clarify this Five of Swords. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So I do have Capricorn energy here. And then the Queen of Wands. So Leo and Sagittarius energy that comes out here. There's a need to be right and to prove that they're right, even in relationships, and it affects relationships. It's something about this person just always has to feel that they're right. And a Queen of Wands is somebody that's like, no, that's my way or not at all. And that can be a downfall to relationships if they don't recognize when, to say sorry or to see something for an entire situation, not part of the situation, if that makes sense. Also, where this person wants a second chance with you, their pride and ego is in the way of wanting to work together towards a partnership and have an agreement here. And they are in, denial, conflicted, like, I don't care, I guess, because they're upset when it comes to a relationship with you, but that comes off as like hurt feelings, and whatever happened, they just refuse to be the one to come to you and say anything about it. So, and if there was somebody else that got involved, or they think there was somebody else involved, there might not be proof yet, but there's something about them like, I know that it happened that way. The Judgment card, not wanting to face judgment in this situation, which is causing things to be disrupted in their day here, is really affecting them. Also, like I said, dealing with certain people, certain partnerships that they have, make them, for those of you dealing with someone new, make them come off as arrogant sometimes, and they can say things thinking they're funny and they're not funny. It's when they're around particular people, so pay attention to that. And let's go ahead and clarify the Judgment card. It comes off like almost in a sense of, well, I'm better than you, but they don't realize that they're doing that. And if you call them out on it, they're like, what? Okay, you just don't like who I am. And that's not the case. You see them different with particular people, Capricorn, and when you tell them that, they might feel judged and attacked, and that's where they will get defensive in that way, and they have to be right and no, that's just who I am and you don't like that. But the Judgment card is clarified by the Death card here. So I have Scorpio energy and the Four of Cups, so Cancer that comes out here. It's like they're trying to move on and not face the situation here. Like they feel they were right about whatever this is. And there's double Scorpio, so like sun and moon that come out, and maybe a Cancer rising for some of you that are dealing with whoever this is. But there's a lot of Scorpio, heavy Scorpio energy that comes out here. And where they don't want to face like maybe even an ending here. It's almost like they don't want to face the situation, and then they feel like the one that got rejected. So that's why they won't face you for a final verdict. They're like, no, it's over. So we don't need to talk about it again, something like that. So I'm picking up that there's not full closure between the two of you in this particular situation. And there was just like a heated moment of exchange of words, or even lack of, but really very physical animation, with how you felt. And I don't mean like attacking each other or anything like that. I'm just saying like the silence of no words, but leaving and leaving angry or whatever. It's just like the animation of it was very, like, the tension was felt between the two of you as well for some. And they don't want to face the situation, but that tower is really making them feel a disruption in their day because they're pushing back against not facing this situation. Also, with whoever it is that, those of you that are dealing with somebody new and they're different with certain people, or they can be a little bit arrogant, sometimes negative, whatever, conflicted when it comes to relationships and how they work and making them work well, they might feel judged right away, and they will try to end things and be like, oh, well, you're not interested. Like I said, they'll take it as you're picking at things about them, but that's not the case. And there's really nothing you can do about that when this person's very set in their ways, the way that this comes out. So let's go ahead and clarify the tower. We have the 9 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So what keeps getting disrupted for this person in their life is if they are trying to move on and not look back at being wrong or missing you and in denial about it, but wanting a second chance, but saying, no, it's over, and really in denial. That tower where things, they keep feeling this disruption, it happens to be with like their love life and with love around them, feeling emotionally satisfied and whole without you. If they're trying to move on, they can't, because the 5 of Cups, there's disappointment about, what happened in the past and, what didn't work out, that they're not really looking at the cups that are being offered in this 9 of Cups right here, right? Where they're like, yeah, I'm so happy. It's more of a front. And this is what they're feeling underneath that. They're feeling sadness. They're feeling like love isn't going to work out and things keep getting messed up and this and that and the other. And it's because they won't accept something that happened between the two of you, Capricorn, in the past, or how things happened, or, facing you in the final, hearing each other out, or something about their unhealed business with you is disrupting things for them. And so those of you dealing with someone new as well, where they try and end things and act uninterested, they will be shocked that you will be fine without them. And that's going to make them sad, like, fine, then I'll just leave, like you don't even care. And that to me tells me that this person who can act indifferent when they're around particular people, and treat you different, and then get upset because you don't react by chasing them or anything like that, or showing all this emotional love towards, like, no, I want to fix this with you. When they run or try and end things, that tells me that they're not mature enough to be in a relationship with you where they don't see their part, and being persuaded by other people's attitudes or feelings towards you. I just don't like that, and it makes you feel isolated and uncomfortable. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I'm okay. Sorry. Let's go ahead and get some messages for you, Capricorn. Please do remember this is general, so not all messages will apply, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. So wow. Wow. Okay. So the first thing that comes out for you is going to be, I'm so attracted to you. Even the person who left acts like they don't care. It's because they can't be wrong. They don't want to be wrong. They want to win at all costs. They have to be right. And they're still attracted to you. Even that denial of like, no, it's over, but their love life isn't going the way that they want. And wanting a second chance with you, they're like, no. They think about it and it's really heavy, but it's also followed up with a death card of like, no, it's not going to happen, right? But then that tower comes out like, boom, guess what? You still love them. They're like, no, I I don't feel that way. It's really hard for this person to give you up because they're still attracted to you. And the person that you're dealing with is very attracted to you, but being persuaded by other people and that attraction shifting to them being, indifferent with you around other people, that is a red flag. So pay attention to that, Capricorn. If any of y'all are dealing with somebody who ends up acting in like different with other people whenever they bring you around them. So don't overthink the situation. Just pay attention if you start to feel that things are shifting with certain people they're around. So I remember every detail of that day. This comes out as, the person who you are not talking to right now, they do remember every detail of the day, of what happened, how it happened. They're just choosing not to face judgment with you in a sense of, we're not going to talk about this. I don't need to talk to you about it. I'm over it, whatever the case may be. And they don't want to look at it, they don't want to look at it that way. So also I get for the new person, if you end up saying, you act different around these people, they're going to remember like the details maybe in their way, like, no, I wasn't like that. But they're also going to remember the details of the day that you call them out on that, and they have to reflect on things. And they might be like, oh, well, I'm unbothered by it, but they are bothered by it. And it really, because the way that they act destroys a situation of, being with you, because they feel they don't act different with other people just because you're saying how you feel. If they can't be strong enough for you and say, oh, I didn't realize that I do that, are you sure? Or, having the conversation just in general, they can't do that, and they're quick to get upset. This person isn't strong enough for you. So just remember that. I want to be more than friends. And this comes out as the person you're not talking to, wanting to come back. They don't want to just have a friendship. They don't want this to be, they're in denial. So until they actually accept that they still love you or they want more with you, and they get out of their own way, which their pride and ego gets in the way of them facing a situation and just accepting it how it is for things to change, because they deny that, it's hard for them to really feel I want to be more than friends. Or it almost comes out this way as like them saying, well, I might like Capricorn, but I'm not in love with them, but really they are in love with you. So this is kind of like the way of them saying, like, I just, I want to be, I can't even get my words out. I want to be more than friends, is like, I don't want a casual relationship, but they're not telling you that directly. Does that make sense? They're kind of going around everything because what they feel is they're still in love with you, but in denial, not wanting to talk about it, maybe trying to move on. I left you before you could leave me. For those of you that might have happened, they did it out of fear that you would reject them, and then they wouldn't be in that position of control to be like, I'm the one who left first. Some people have to feel that they have that control, otherwise they spiral, and then they start doing things which are out of their normal character and acting in odd ways. So even if they didn't leave before you left, for those of you that in separation of this person, just whatever, let them have it. Who cares? Right? Because it just comes off that this person has to feel that way, that they were in control of the situation, whatever. And you can't prove yourself one way or another to them. And they are upset at you, and they're seeing things differently in their own way. And it comes off this way. So many things remind me of you, see, they're not over you. And then this new person that you're dealing with, Capricorn, them being attracted to you is great and all, but wanting to be more than friends, that's fine. But so that tells me you two are at like the beginning stages of this situation. And when you call them out, they might leave and be like, whatever. And that's just their pride and ego getting in the way. That's them, feeling that they don't act different with somebody else, or other people around, but they do. And then they start missing you with this, but just it doesn't come off that they're ready to really make that big change and see and recognize that they are different with certain people. So, this is what I have for you. If it resonates, go ahead and hit that like button. I will see you in your next reading coming up. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.